Hello, everyone. Lori and Chelsea here.
Hi.
Welcome to our How to Use Spirit podcast. And this is season 2, episode 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're going to be starting new seasons at the beginning of every new year. So just so y'all know. Anyway, we would love for it if you would all go to our YouTube channel at How to Use Spirit and subscribe to us. That's where you can find all of our videos in full length. We are also on Spotify, iHeartRadio, all those listening platforms as well. So find your favorite platform if you're not a YouTube person and go take a listen. Today, we are going to, we always like to talk about what we've experienced in the last week since we've done the last episode, and we kind of had the same thing.
Yeah, we had the same experience spiritually.
Yep. But first, what was I was gonna announce something, and now I forgot.
Were you gonna talk about shirts or stickers?
Shirts. As soon as we finish up here, we're going to go and see if we can't get the online store started on the website at howtousespirit.com to get the shirts on there and the stickers. Excited about that. And we probably, I think maybe next week, next episode 5, we should maybe try to go live. That's when Taco will be coming back.
Yeah.
So we'll announce that if we're going to go live or not. But anyway, for now, we're recording episodes and then releasing them for your listening pleasure every Friday.
And if you want to see live episodes, it will most likely be on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah, we won't probably be going live on YouTube for a while. Yeah.
At least until we build the following.
Yeah. And we'll probably TikTok, I guess, too. We'll put those go live on there as well.
I'm forgetting about TikTok lately. I don't know why.
Well, it kind of was supposed to not be a thing, right? So anyway, but all things are good. We're excited, and we're excited for our guests that we have coming that are scheduled for February. We're going to start scheduling guests for March. So if any of you out there would like to come on and talk about your spiritual journey or something that you resonate with, let us know. Reach out to us at the website, howtousespirit.com. We'd love to have you as a guest. We can also do guests remote. So if you don't live in Utah and would like to share your story, we can also do that as well. So anyway, one more thing too. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say we were going to have Cat and Cauldron back on today, but there was kind of a miscommunication, right? So
yeah,
they will be here on the 13th of February.
Yes.
And it's a really exciting episode, I think.
Yep. And we're going to release it on Valentine's Day. And the subject is perfect.
Yeah. Do you want to say what the subject is?
Sure. What's the class? We are going to a class at Cat and Cauldron on the 13th. Mm-hmm. And it is sex magic class.
Yeah, so we are really excited
that.
about that.
And my husband's going too. I can't wait.
She convinced him to go.
But the purpose of that class is how to turn sexual energy into positive and manifesting your life. So I am really excited for that one.
Yeah, so we're gonna go to the class, but they're gonna come on to talk about sex magic too.
Yeah.
So
the day after. So it's going to be fabulous. And what perfect timing, right?
Yeah, it's going to be fun, I think.
It's going to be super fun. Anyway, okay. So to dive in to what we both experienced this past week, Chelsea and I went to a class at Cat and Cauldron, and Chelsea, explain what the class was because she's better at it than I am.
So since it was the new moon, it was the Aquarius new moon, Mom called me and said, do you want to go to, they were doing a class called the New Moon Rite with Hecate.
Yes.
So basically we were kind of channeling her. And I guess I would say there was a lot of chanting. It was very witchy.
Yes.
Very. I mean, that's what they are. So
yeah. It was great though. And I'm listening to the book Entering Hecate's Cave, and I'm thinking I'm about midway through it now, and I've really learned a lot, and it really kind of meshed together with what we did
Yeah, it was
that
just
night.
funny.
It was pretty amazing. It was what, maybe 30, 40 minutes probably. But what Austin did is he helped guide us, right?
Yeah.
To her, basically. And, you have to really learn to let go of your outside thoughts and really just let things happen. But lots of chanting, like Chelsea said. And he had his drum. I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah.
I love it when the drum and, the sound bowls, I love all that stuff.
It almost takes you into a different world.
It really does. I just got the chills. It really does. It's an incredible feeling, really. But again, you have to really be able to let go too, and accept and just be free almost, right? When you're doing that. But yeah, and Austin is great about the chanting and the talking in the other language. I don't even know what it was.
I don't know what language, but
we'll have to ask him.
Yeah, it was a very interesting experience.
It was very interesting, and I'm definitely going back because I feel like kind of now too I'm on this journey with her. And so the more I can learn about it, the better. But definitely outside my normal spiritual box, for sure.
Yeah, it's very different from what I would say we're used to.
Yes.
I mean, I've been kind of educating myself on witchcraft and stuff, but they're the real deal, I would say. They're the real deal, folks.
Yes.
So it's very like out of the box for sure.
Yeah, it would. My husband asked me, "How was it? Did you have fun?" And I'm like, well, yes, I did have fun, but I don't know if fun's the right word.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like this big party. You're going there and you're really like tuning in and engaging.
Yeah, it's a whole ritual.
Yeah, with what's going on. And I didn't even start to try to explain. I told him it was kind of like a seance-y thing.
That's what I was telling the kids.
I told him, yeah, it was pretty seance-y, and he didn't really say much after that.
Do you think maybe you're freaking him out?
He might be like, what is my wife getting into? Is she going to come home and be putting spells on me and shit? I don't know. No. But
well, that's where witchcraft is misunderstood. Right. It's not supposed to be scary.
No. It was interesting, though, that Austin mentioned that sometimes when people encounter her, Hekate, that it can be a scary experience.
Yeah.
I did not experience that. Did you? Well, you tell your story a little bit.
So when we first got into the ritual, I got kind of anxious. I am typically an anxious person. But for some reason, like I was shaking, my like heart was racing in the beginning of it. And I was like, am I having a panic attack?
Right.
And so it wasn't really her that was scaring me. It was just like the whole process
the body feeling.
Yeah,
right?
my
the
body
reactions.
My body was just kind of, I don't know. I was having a lot of physical sensations, I would say.
Yep.
I kind of had to do some, I guess, breathing techniques that my therapist taught me to calm me down, because I was like, why am I getting so like nervous?
Well, he was having us breathe too.
Yeah.
In the beginning, so we could all relax. How many people would you say were there? Maybe 10, probably?
Yeah, we were all sitting in a circle, and then he had like an altar of stuff, like candles and like things that represent Hecate.
Yeah. Couple skulls.
Yeah, horse. He said they were horse skulls.
Okay. Yep.
And some candles. Did you notice anything else on the altar? We had our own candles.
Yeah,
too.
we did. We had our own little candles that we at one point walked up to the altar and lit our personal candles.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't recall, mostly just he had a lot of candles, the skulls. There was something off to the left, and I can't remember what it was. Maybe it seems like it was some sort of a box or something.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't
I
remember.
wonder if it was just things he had put in there, like offerings for her or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what. I can't really remember anything else either.
But it was pretty good, just like a medium round table-ish with some
Mhm.
tablecloths, or not tablecloths, scarf things, I guess, on it.
Yeah.
I need to get something for I have a little altar over there that I'm working on. And I put my candle. She's holding her candle there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see, I put it over there.
Yeah. I already burned my candle down.
Oh, you did?
And my cat tried to smell it.
Oh, no.
I was like, I had to be like, get away. Because I usually put that stuff up on like my high counter.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't go up there for some reason, which is weird because she's a cat.
Uh-huh.
But but I have a space heater up there, so
Yeah.
we couldn't do it. But I just put it on where I'm gonna be putting my altar, on the old black desk you guys gave me.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I'm gonna be putting my stuff on, because I don't really have a dedicated altar at the moment.
Yeah.
Like, I've been putting stuff kind of in like a little, I would say, cubby in my room. But
Yeah.
I feel like I need like a more dedicated space. So
Well, and like Austin says, you just create something with what you have.
yeah.
You don't have to go out and just buy a bunch of crap just to
No.
create something perfect. You just create something with what you have. And I probably will do something different too than what I have going on right now. Although I think I just need a cloth and it will be good, fairly good. But I also learned while I'm listening to that book that Hecate does work with crystals a lot.
Oh, she does.
Yes. I didn't know that. And they talk about different crystals in the book, depending on, if you're trying to clear energy or manifest or, whatever that is. So that resonates with me a lot because I love the crystals.
Yeah.
So I did pick some crystals, and I keep looking over that way at the altar. But anyway, I did put some stones over there with her that I chose to work with her as well. So anyway, so what he did is he kind of led us down a path, right?
Yeah. It was like the three. Wasn't it supposed to represent? Oh, the northwest, southeast, and west.
Yes,
right?
yes.
He started elements.
He started with that, with the fire gate, the water gate. What other ones? There was the fire, the water.
Probably earth and air.
Oh yeah, earth and air.
I was kind of in and out of my thoughts a lot during it, so I wouldn't say I was super grounded till the end. So
yeah,
because I was feeling those things with my body, so I was just like, I'll have to there's going to have to be another time.
Oh, we're going back. 100%. We are definitely going back. But yeah, he takes you through, process of breathing and relaxing and grounding us, and then taking us to the gates, and then taking us down the path to her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was interesting. So tell everybody, how did you see her, like envision her as much as I did? Like, how did you picture her when you were walking and when you finally got to see her?
It was very dark. And I remember, so she is the mother, the maiden, and the crone. So I would say the person that I mainly saw was the maiden.
Okay.
So like the mid-age person, I would say.
Yeah.
Or not person, but you know what I mean. So that was who I would say was looking at me.
Yes.
I didn't get a lot of crazy detail.
Mhm.
It was just very dark, and I remember just kind of seeing her hair, but I don't know how to explain
I know
it.
it's
But you should tell me about like how you were feeling when during it, and then how you saw her.
so when we first started, the breathing and stuff and really grounding, when I was really grounded, I was feeling very floaty. Like, this is so weird, but I could not feel myself sitting in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like I was just sitting there floating and not like, you know how you can feel the chair we're sitting on?
Yeah.
I could not feel the chair underneath me. I was very not tingy, like tingly and tingy, and like I get the
Mm-hmm.
chills a lot and I get buzzy, I call it.
Yeah.
I wasn't buzzy. I just felt super floaty
Mm.
and couldn't feel the chair underneath me. And then once we, went down the path, and when he started presenting the dogs,
Yeah.
I saw a whole, it was even more than a herd, like dogs forever. Like, and I was trying to explain to you, if you're looking down the street
Mm-hmm.
and the whole view that I saw was of dogs. Interesting though, they were all dark colored,
Yeah, mine were too. The
like
dogs that I
black,
saw.
dark brown. There were no white dogs at all.
Mm.
They were all like black and different shades of very dark browns.
See, I don't think I could see as far as you. Like, I
Yeah.
just feel like the vision I had was a little bit less detail
Mm-hmm.
than what you experienced.
Yeah, I saw dogs and dogs forever and more dogs. I was like, all right, she's my kind of girl.
Yeah, for
Because I'm
sure.
a dog
She
person.
just got a new dog.
I did. I just adopted a pitty from the animal shelter here in Utah. And he was a transfer from LA to make room for the fire pets that are lost and hoping to find their families. And we've had him for about a week now, and he's turning out to just be amazing. He needs some work, and I didn't want a puppy again, but that's what I
Here you
ended up
are.
with. Yeah.
Well, you didn't think he was so puppy till you had him, right?
Yeah. Well, they said he's about a year old, and that's puppy still.
Yeah.
Really.
Mm-hmm.
In dog years. But anyway, so yeah, I saw dogs and dogs forever. And then once we got past the dogs and she started to appear to me, I saw mid-aged looking,
Okay.
right? And very, like, she wasn't scary to me at all. Very statuesque, beautiful.
That's what I felt like, statue type.
Yeah, like my statue.
Yeah.
But her hair was very long black hair, like down past her knees, like just long flowing dark black hair, and her eyes were black red. I don't even know how to explain it, but not scary evil looking either.
Yeah.
It was more like she was more very felt comfortable to me, like this beautiful goddess.
Yeah, that's how I felt. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't feel scared by her. It was just staring like this, trying to find her was where I was getting nervous. And like my body was shaking.
Yeah.
And both of our bodies were shaking
Yeah.
a lot, right?
Yeah, we talked about when we got in the car to leave what we experienced, and we both, because you have to set your legs, flat to ground yourself.
Going like this.
we both had the shaky legs. Like,
yeah.
I'm not cold. Why are my legs going? It's like, stop.
I kept getting cold and then hot.
Yeah.
And then I had to take my coat off for a minute.
Yeah.
And then I was freezing again.
Mine, I wasn't cold, but my legs were like, you know how sometimes if you put your leg in a weird position, it'll twitch?
Yeah.
That's what both of my legs were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Is they were twitchy. Yeah. And then once we got to her and I could see her, that's when I started feeling all that energy. I literally had this energy sensation coming from the back of my like neck down to about my shoulder blades of this energy just pulling on me. Not to the point where I felt like I was getting pulled back, but like energy was just being pulled out of me. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And that went on for the whole time I was
Really?
with her.
The whole time?
Yes. And I did get the chills a few times too when we first started, when he was calling to her. So again, that's validation for me. But yeah, I had that very weird sensation that energy was being pulled out of me.
Yeah.
The back of me.
It was. And then what did Austin say it was? He said,
I asked him about that after, and he said that she was helping me release old shit, basically.
Yeah. Makes sense. And then like all of our other body reactions.
Yeah. So I was just having all the bad shit sucked right out of me. I love it.
I felt like, I don't know, but before we actually saw her, I felt like almost like I was having a panic attack.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what it was or it was very, very, a very interesting experience.
I don't think you were having a panic attack. Maybe I think your body, your energy was reacting, which kind of maybe started a little bit of one, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think for the most part, the energy you were feeling was from the experience.
Yeah.
And not the anxiety.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
yeah, because I'm normally when I get to that point, I'm not able to come back from it. But when we started to actually see her and the dogs, I was like, okay, I'm fine.
Did you feel comfort when you saw her?
Yeah, like I didn't feel afraid of her at all.
Me neither. You almost felt like, to me, it was like a motherly, comforting.
Yeah, like a protective energy.
Yes.
That's what I felt.
I just got the chills again. Yes. Yeah. Very, protective, motherly, and for me, very loving energy.
Yeah, that's what I got too.
Yeah.
Because we hear, or even when you had your reading with Austin, she came through and she was kind of sassy.
Yes.
So.
Yep.
Yeah, she can be like, she's like kind of cutthroat. I would say she's like
she's very to the point and sassy and like, I ain't putting up with nothing.
Yeah.
You know?
She almost reminds me of an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Like very cutthroat and just kind of like detached, but is also very like for people.
Yes.
In a way. So she reminds me of that kind of energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Just very to the point, and I'm here, but you have to help yourself too. You know, I just can't fix you, kind of that kind of energy. And I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was a very cool experience. And that's the most witchy I've ever gotten so far. So
same, because I have never done anything like that before. And it's very interesting.
There really is a whole world out there of like,
oh yeah, all kinds of different things, huh? He told us the story too, how when he what do the initiation, or when he was trying to be accepted or initiated into, I can't remember what he called it.
Probably a coven.
Yeah,
I would say.
How he did his little ritual for her, and you're supposed to pick a stone for a yes or no. Anyway, I'm not going to get into a lot of that right now, but he got a no the first time and he got mad, and there's some certain things and ways you're supposed to do this, so he did it again and then got accepted, and she was like, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, she wants you to like step into your power.
Yes. 100%.
Which is interesting because I find myself doing that more. And now that, like this year especially, like I'm like, okay, this is what I want this year to be like. And I feel myself like actually like,
Surrendering?
well, also like being like, I am not gonna let all the shit around us, like everything that's going on, like outside of us in the media or the news. Like, I'm not gonna let that get me down. Like all the
Influence
fear,
you.
like the fear, like I'm not trying to overcome fears of things is what I'm trying to say.
Maybe that should be your word for the year. Fearless.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's, yeah. So I just think it's interesting. And I think it's interesting how you got a new dog this week and then we went and did that. So.
Right. Yeah, because he said we might see dogs or snakes or what was another one that
Keys.
Keys. Yep. Keys. That was something else when I picture her that now that you say the keys, that I saw a big like thing of keys on her, like a big satchel, like someone, if you have like a satchel and it's draped over you. I did see that too.
Okay.
And she had that with the keys on her, like resting on her hip kind of thing. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So what have you been learning about her?
I have learned that she's not so scary after all, and that she's very matter of fact. And I have also learned that she can be so, or let's say, provide so much guidance for different things. And I think a big one is guiding people to come into their own.
Yeah.
The fear, not letting fear be in the way of you becoming your authentic self, and definitely releasing of old crap, because I experienced that. And kind of like the support system for you for whatever you might be working on or you want to achieve or make changes in your life. I feel like she's pretty versatile and will be there for you for whatever you need help with.
Okay.
That's kind of what I've learned. But very matter of fact, but also a loving mother thing, like kind of like your parents. Oh, we love you, but if you're going to screw up, I'm going to spank your butt. Or, do you know what I mean? Yeah. Not that we spank kids anymore because, we're abusing them. But anyway, just very supportive, but also you have to be willing to do the work too. But she wants to help and guide you. Yeah. Get to your destination of whatever it is you're trying to let go of or accomplish or whatever.
Have you done any like spell work since you started all this?
No, I have not yet. I think, I want to get through the rest of my book that I'm listening to first.
Right.
And then that's probably when I'll take the plunge and really try to maybe start working with her. I also want to go do some more of what we did, some ritual stuff, just to learn more. There's just so much. It's overwhelming. Yeah. And that was one thing that resonated to me when we went to, when Austin was talking about how you be you.
Yeah, you can do things your way. It's an art.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to work with deities if you don't feel comfortable. Because, I feel like sometimes working with them can be a bit intimidating.
Right.
Because, I don't know, I think they want you to, like, show up and, actually follow through. So. Yeah. Like, am I ready to do that?
Right. Yeah. So I'm going to finish up my book first. And I'm not going to get obsessive about it.
Right.
I want to take it slow.
Makes sense.
And do it how I feel comfortable and how best fits me.
Yeah. That's how I do everything. I just like, okay, do I feel like doing this or not?
Yeah. So
taking everything slow.
Yeah.
It's a lot to learn, and like there's other deities too.
Oh, the book I'm listening to, they talk about all these different, the goddesses, the daughters, the husbands, the what, all of the different ones. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy.
One that I do, and I've kind of got this ever since I was a little girl. I've always had this fascination with Aphrodite.
Yes.
So I feel like she's might be a part of my path, but I haven't done enough research to get into it yet.
To find out. Well, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I've always been interested in the Egyptians.
There's a lot there too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And supposedly in a past life, I was some like Cleopatra person or something. And so that probably why that resonates with me. But one day I'm going to take a trip there to Egypt, maybe when it's safer. I don't know.
Right.
But I love all that Egyptian stuff. And I don't think I mentioned this, but last time we went to Vegas last year, we went to the little King Tut exhibit at one of the casinos.
Yeah, I remember seeing the pictures of that.
Yeah, I sent them to you. My favorite color is teal, like the teal color. And when we were touring that exhibit, the paint, if you will, or the clays and stuff they used to use that they would make their pottery and stuff from were teal. And I saw that, and even Carrie, she's like, I'm like, do you see this right now? I'm like, I know, yeah.
It's crazy.
I know, and that's like ding, 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 the light goes off, because I've always loved that color, and I have that color in my home. So it just, those little things, right?
Yeah. And I feel like a lot of people that first get into like witchy stuff, sometimes like they feel like they do want to work with Hecate, because it's almost like that, I guess, initiation, kind of like what he was saying. I mean, it's not like we're not in a coven or anything now, but yeah, it's almost like she's like, because she is the goddess of witchcraft.
Right.
So I noticed that a lot of people do turn to her first when they start delving into witchcraft and stuff.
That's so interesting, huh? Yes. I'm excited, though. And I'm excited to go to more things. In fact, when we get done, we need to go look on the website and schedule some things.
Yes.
Because if I don't do it, then I forget about it. And anyway, I need to have it scheduled in my planner.
There's another place I want to check out, too.
Oh, yeah?
It's in West Jordan.
Oh, cool.
So
we'll have
you
to
should see what they've got going on.
Go visit them and see what they have to offer. Yeah.
There really is a lot. And surprisingly, here in Utah, there is a big community. And I was shocked, like, to see how many people that are doing these things that you can learn from, and like different metaphysical shops or witch shops or whatever. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Like how much we got here.
We do have a lot of resources for different things, all things spiritual, right?
Yeah.
Different practices, different what people are doing. And
it's just so cool because like there's the other part of Utah that's very religious and
Yep.
So
yeah, we've come a long way. For sure.
Yeah. And I remember I first started getting curious about this stuff when I was a kid. And we would watch The Craft.
Yeah.
And me and my stepsister Jess, we would pretend to be like doing, why does a feather stiff as a board? And apparently that's a thing for all us kids that age.
Right.
And then
I did that too.
And then we would do like seances or like pretend, we would like light candles and try to bring about the ghosts or whatever.
Right. We did that too, light as a feather, stiff as a board. I was always too scared though.
Yeah.
Because that stuff just freaked me out when I was little.
Oh, really?
Yes. I was like, I'm not playing.
One time at Steph's house, my friend Steph, I did try a Ouija board. And I don't know if it was really moving or not, because we I don't know, our friend kept laughing. Then there was this girl we didn't really know, but we were like, is she moving it? Like, what's happening here? Because none of us were.
Right. Yeah, never done that either. And I probably still would not do that today.
Really?
That freaks me out.
I am intrigued by it. It doesn't freak me out anymore.
See, nothing else bugs me like the spirit. Like, if I think, I feel or think a spirit's around her, Shelly, when she comes around, doesn't bother me at all.
Right.
Or like when we went to the haunted hotel in Jerome, it doesn't bother me. Like, I could care less. Oh, hi. But for some reason, that scares me.
Well, a lot of people are afraid of witchcraft. So it's like just,
That's true. That's
having
true.
knowledge is power.
That is so true.
And like if you're doing things correctly
And
stuff. Because like what we did, a lot of people might think is terrifying.
I'm sure they would, because when we were doing that, I was like, this is like interesting. It wasn't scary to me, but it's different.
Like obviously it's not like as theatrical as the movies, but
right. It's close.
It is what we did. Like we were seance. We did a seance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
yeah. I loved it. And I can tell you right now that I never in a million years that I would have done something like that in my lifetime.
Yeah.
Never would I
back
thought.
then we all thought it was fake.
Yes.
Too.
And that it was bad and evil.
Maybe we were curious about it, but we were like, is this even real? It's bad. Like, should we even try it?
Yep.
And that's where I'm like, is that where the Ouija board is misunderstood?
It very much could be. That's probably just a fear I have for no reason, right?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people have it. So.
I mean, what's the difference between the Ouija board and the pendulum?
Exactly.
To be honest, what's the difference?
It's so funny because I was on TikTok and there's these girls I follow. They're like kind of witchy. They do Ouija board readings.
Oh.
And so that's kind of what's gotten me more comfortable with it. And they were like, yeah, when we first started doing this, the pendulum wouldn't really move. Like they said, it's gone faster over time. And when I was there, supposedly got them to channel the guy from Ghost. What's his name?
Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. And I got to ask a question.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I was like, did you like working with Whoopi Goldberg? And he said yes, he enjoyed it.
Oh, that's funny.
So that was really cool, I thought.
Yeah, that is cool.
But yeah, if it was really Patrick Swayze, that's pretty cool.
Yes, yes. You talk to a celebrity.
Right?
That's super cool. Well, do you have anything more comments about our experience?
I'm just excited to explore more of like, I guess, that side of spirituality and it almost gives me like, oh, like the mystery, like it's just really exciting, like what else are we gonna do or learn about, whether we go to like a new witchy shop or whatever, like who are we gonna meet, like that's it's just a very exciting like journey.
It's magical, right? Really.
And it really does help with like the mundane life, I would say.
Something fun and exciting and different to look forward to, and really not knowing what to expect and just learning different things. And that's why we're here.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Do you have anything to add?
I don't. I think I pretty much talked about all of what I experienced, and I did really enjoy it, and I'm excited to go back and continue the journey and see what happens, And I'm excited to start engaging more with her. And again, I'm taking it slow and just kind of letting my intuition and my inner self help me down the path, I guess, if you will. Yeah.
Cool.
I'm excited though. It'll be interesting.
It's been fun for sure.
And again, I never thought I would be talking about all of the witchy stuff.
Right. I remember when I told you when I was texting
I
you.
thought she was weird.
You did? And I was telling you, well, making a wish on a birthday candle was like a spell.
Yeah, she was talking to me about witchy stuff. It's been a few years.
Yeah.
Before we started getting into the podcast stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she would tell me about witchy things, or I'm doing a spell. I'm like, you're doing what?
Really?
My daughter's doing spells? Like, what is she?
That's so funny.
What is she doing over there? And I was like, should I be afraid? Like, should I be scared?
That's why you always make sure you're protecting yourself energetically, right?
Yes, very true.
It's very important.
And
Because not everything is good.
No.
So.
There are bad witches out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I was kind of freaked out, honestly, at first when you were talking about it. And I'm just like, okay. But now, here I am, being kind of witchy.
Really? Yeah.
So, yeah, it's interesting. But again, it's just kind of learning, like you said, knowledge is power. Trying,
Mm-hmm.
the more you know,
Yep.
the more we understand things. And
like Taco was saying, if it's fearful, it's not spiritual.
exactly. Yeah.
So
Exactly.
just like everyone tells you to be afraid of the devil when actually some witches use him. So.
Right. Yep. I know. It's crazy. It's been quite a journey, honestly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Learning so much.
Yeah.
Okay, so if any of you have any questions about this episode, please go to our YouTube channel at How Do You Spirit and comment. And we check comments before we record so we can answer your questions. We want people to engage, or if you have a topic that you're interested in having us talk about, please, again, comment on an episode, send an email to us, howdoyouspirit@gmail.com, or go to the website, howdoyouspirit.com, and send us information. We want to hear from everyone and give us some topics to talk about that you're interested in. And I think that's probably it. Do you have anything to say to the world?
No.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us. And again, every Friday we'll be releasing a new episode for your listening enjoyment. Thank you.
Bye.